Hey, good morning, friends. What I'm doing right now is I'm moving tools from this toolbox, which I have owned since probably 1996, to this toolbox, which I just took in on a barter deal a month or so ago. But I'm listening to something very good that I want to share with you. It is no longer current on YouTube. It's a podcast put together by three friends of mine called Decoders of Truth. Jay Campbell is the guy who was the man who created this podcast. I mean, I love Jay. Okay, and the other two guys, three guys, Gerald Clark, may he rest in peace. Love you too, buddy. Brother from another mother. Matt LaCroix, a fellow guy from New Hampshire. I've never really met him, but I've talked to him through Facebook and some messages like that. Very interesting guy. Got some good material that he shares and brings to the world. And God, who's the other guy? He wasn't on this one. Rex Bear. He used to be here in Texas. Now he's up in Colorado. He does a podcast. Really good stuff. Really interesting. I think Rex wanted to have me on his website or podcasts years ago when I had my infamy with the United States Army regarding 9/11, which I'd be glad to talk about that with, at any time with anybody, because it's been so long and I don't care anymore because I was always standing for the truth. But anyways, as I'm doing this work here, I want you all to hear just a moment of this great podcast, and I'm going to put the link to this podcast in the bottom here for y'all to hear it, okay?
And I'm going to, push it to the top, and we're going to go really, really deep, similar to what you and I did, Matt. And honestly, Matt and I didn't go as deep as we wanted to because it was our first time talking. And, we were kind of feeling each other out. But, Matt shared some really, really epic truths. And it really resonated, talking about the pharmaceutical system and talking about hemp and cannabinoids and all those things. So it was a really awesome show. But anyway, my point is that, as Gerald said, there are people out there.
You got to remember, this is from 8 years ago, this one podcast.
For whatever reason, maybe they don't want it, but they have amazing insights and truths that they can share with us, and that's what we want. We want somebody in our group who's literally with no exposure and 5 Facebook friends to come to us and say, hey man, I got an amazing thing that I want to share with you guys. Let me on your show. And I know all of you guys are going to say yes. As Joe said, we're not looking for, Facebook, internet celebrities or anything like that. We want people that have powerful truths that they feel that they can expound on and that they can, engage all of us and obviously everybody that watches us.
And there's some really significant, promising writers that are emerging out of the group as well, that I've been trying to encourage and seen some of the writing they're doing, and maybe even future podcasts that they branch off and do on their own. I'm very proud of the people I'm seeing in there. And the Digital Library of Alexandria, I don't think people understand. I don't think this has ever been done before. The amount of documents we have cataloged in there.
There's no way that even us three can even go in there and read it all. It's that deep already.
We really have brought something together that is what is like 500,000 documents or something.
Yeah, well, I want to say, with that said, it's going to bring a lot of disparate chronology,
interesting stuff.
About history,
listen to it.
all this stuff, and I want it to be a
great stuff.
place where
see ya. Bye-bye.